As a teaser to my full build of Baradur, which I will be releasing soon, today we're going to build the Fell Beast. This set was a gift with purchase that came if you purchased Baradur in the first few days that it was released. Oh, a little piece found its way in there. And I was very excited to be able to pick it up. I was afraid that it would go very quickly, but we were able to get to the store at the right time, and they were still there. So I'm guessing, I believe that this is the Witch King of Angmar? Angmar. Oh my. I'm sure I need to be corrected on that one. But isn't he the one that this is probably depicting? The leader of the ring race. He's pretty cool. He's got this really cool cape that has holes in it. A very dark face. Black. Just all black. Okay. I was always kind of partial to these beasts that they flew. Wraith on wings is, I guess these are the wings. I don't know why. I always kind of felt sad that they had to tote around the ring race. But this, oops, I didn't want to pop down. This is going to be really cool, and I'm super excited that I was able to get this because some gift with purchases are, you know, a really great addition to have if they come with a specific set, but I think this one they did. What a great choice, right? I'm excited to see how they built it. I built a teeny tiny little one, a micro one when I built. We built, my son and I built our model of Minas Morgul. Goodness, my brain left me there for a second. But he had to be really tiny to be able to fit into proportion with the rest of the build. I'm trying to figure out, did I do that right? Yeah, I did. Okay. And he was a lot of fun to make. But when I saw this set, I was really very excited because maybe I wasn't quite happy with the one that I had built, and I was thinking there needed to be a little something more, and sure enough, I think that they did a perfect job with him. And an exciting part is they actually have flexible wings that come with him, which I didn't know if I would like or not. They're plastic versus a cloth, which would make sense because he was like a reptile, so he would have had more of a leathery type of appearance. They got bent up a little bit in the box because they were folded, but they seem to be flattening out really well. Okay, let's see what page I was on. I don't know if that's right. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's right. It needs to come into the center. It's kind of tricky when you look at it. I'm not quite sure if I was doing it right there, but I think that's it. Sometimes I don't like the plastic things that they do as far as like the wings and different things because they don't necessarily always lay right, but these are very soft, and I have high hopes that it's gonna look really good. There's some of the Ninjago dragons that actually have more of a cloth to them, and I actually think it works really well, so I'm hoping that this fits him better and that maybe it shouldn't have been. There we go, I couldn't find it. Shouldn't have been cloth to make it look right, but that's just me being very particular. I'm sure it's going to be absolutely perfect. I think those are sticking out. Yeah. As in past the edge of the actual body here. They made quite the noise in the movies, didn't they? Kind of a... Well, I could never figure out if it was the ringmates making the noise or if it was the dragon or the animal making the noise. We're going to put that down for a second. That's an interesting thought, actually. I think it's the animal. But if I'm wrong, let me know. I wonder if you can actually display, as in proportion size, what it would be like if you actually put him on Barder. See, this is where it's confusing me just a little bit, and I feel like I've missed something. Oh, I have. I was like, I didn't think I had done that. I thought I had already done that step, but it's doubling up here. That's what confused me. There's two of these. So the joint pieces. And then this can go on. That makes more sense. It's like we have a problem here. It's just because we missed something. Now we are here. Here we go. It's the other piece. There's 3 bags to the set, which actually kind of surprised me. It's actually a very nice sized gift with purchase. We're going to put some, oh wait, I have to put them in these first. That makes it cool. Make sure we have that turned around the right way. When I set it down, I flipped it. All right. Oh, this is his body. Maybe this is part of his tail. At first I thought we were making the head, but I have a feeling it's maybe part of his tail. So that's very cool. A lot of little pieces, isn't there? He's kind of a small version of himself, I suppose. Not quite as tiny as the one I made, though. He gets to be a little bit bigger than that. Yeah, I think what we're doing here is we're making his tail. That's going to snap in there. Okay, yeah. That's pretty cool, isn't it? And we get to do another one. So we're kind of just doing the layers to him. His back end here. This one's a little bit different on the side here, because we're shrinking it down probably. Okay. There is it's a much bigger tail than I thought. I think we're going to do a few more pieces. I don't know why I was not registering from the picture that his tail was actually this long, but it is a nice long tail. Okay, another one, and I think maybe we're going to end it here just because of the way that it looks in the picture. That's always the hard part, is tapering these kind of things down, making them skinnier and skinnier. Look at this. This is a cool end to the tail. They've given us quite a few extra pieces, actually. Okay, there we go. Wow, he's bigger than I thought he would be. Okay. All right, move on to bag 2. We're going to make 2 of these to start with. So before we turn the page, we'll just put another one of those little ones together. Okay. I have no idea what we're making. I can't seem to find my piece either. Well, where did it go? There he is. He was hiding from me. They have a tendency to want to do that. And we'll do the same thing over here. I'm going to say, yep, turn the page and the mystery solved. We are building the neck. Just kind of long and skinny like its tail, I suppose. So how many of you were able to pick this up? Or did you make it a stress to pick it up? It's always kind of one of those tricky things of, do you try to get to the set before the gift with purchase is gone? Or are you waiting a little bit in order to pick up the set? I'm going to put these two together like that and put them on his neck. There we go. I'm going to put in a couple of the little spikes. Sometimes I wonder if the gift with purchases are add stress, I suppose would be the best way to say it. They're a great marketing tactic, that's for sure. Good to have those initial sales right at the beginning. I'm looking for another little black round plate, and it's hiding from me. It's very much so hiding from me. That is because I'm only supposed to have 2 of them. I thought I was doubling it, but I'm not. They're putting the long one here, and then the shorter one here. I just assumed since we had 2 of these, we would be doing 2 of those. But isn't that completely silly? Because there's only one connection point. Well, there you go. You can tell how well I'm thinking today. Or not thinking would be the better way of saying that. But it does become sometimes a bit of a stress point if you are managing your funds, so to speak. It can become a little bit, just one on that side, and then stressful to try to get to it, and I've had to kind of learn to, what am I doing here? Over here. Okay. I was still trying to do step 34 and I was confused because it was already there, but that's because I had put it on already. I'm trying to learn how to balance between, I cannot find these pieces today. Just like my eyes are not working. Okay, we took a trip down to see some family over the weekend, and I am still so tired from it, I can't seem to function properly. It's taking me way too many days to recover. Anyways, I'm learning to balance between saving up and you know, picking up the sets that have the gift with purchases that I really want. You kind of tell that some of them maybe we're going to come out with something, and then letting the other ones go, so to speak, and letting that be okay. And I'm missing another piece. Where are you? Here we go. All these gray pieces are hiding together. Although I have determined that I am in a lot of trouble. So I wasn't planning on purchasing anything until maybe the July releases came out. and there's rumor. And the thing is, I don't like listening to rumor. Because what if it's not real? So in general, it's not my favorite thing to do. But with Lego sets, I have a tendency to pay a bit more attention to the rumors spreading around. And there's rumor of a Jules Verne gift with purchase. And I am in a lot of trouble. Oh, look at that. We made his face. That was easy. I was expecting it to be more, but there you go. Not highly detailed. He's pretty basic. He doesn't have his eyes or anything like that. I think we're going to build some legs now. I love Jules Verne. I have always loved Jules Verne. His stories. It would be helpful if we would put this on the right spot. Instead of trying to shove it in somewhere, it's not going to work. His stories were my childhood favorites. I've read and reread so many of his books, and so it's just not fair to release something like that because, and that's maybe one of the things that I don't like about the gift with purchases is they always seem to come at a time where you weren't necessarily expecting to pick something up. Do you actually go buy $100 or $200 worth of sets just to get the gift with purchase? That one can become kind of a tricky conundrum, so to speak. Okay, turn it around there, and then he goes in. Look at his little foot, his little spiky thing on the bottom. I think I'm going to pull this out of here because I wasn't supposed to do that. I'm going to probably need it later on. It almost seems crazy. It's like the sets they make for the gift with purchases are awesome, right? But then to have to purchase a whole lot more just in order to get that set instead of just being able to purchase that set is kind of maddeningly frustrating sometimes. But it keeps us interested, doesn't it? And if you were going to pick up any sets, so kind of it's an opportunity. So I guess it would be a very good idea in a way to kind of hold off on purchasing sets. I know people do for double points, saving up for that, or gift with purchases. Maybe if you don't need to pick them up, kind of hold out and wait for one of those things would be a possible plan. Ooh, I'm supposed to make 2 of these. He's got all these little feet and claws. Kind of cute. He's probably not supposed to be cute, but he is. I'm going to make another one of those real quick. Start back at the beginning. Oops. Okay. So what do you think? How do you feel about gift with purchases? And does that become something you try to work around in any way? I don't think I've quite come up with exactly how I deal with them. Maybe just take each one as it comes. Oh, we were still making his back feet. Oh, I guess he doesn't have front feet, does he? No, he does. I guess they're in his wings. But we won't be making front legs, I don't think. It'll be probably a part of his wings. Here we go. Now he's standing upright. I was like, how are you supposed to stand up with this little pokey part? Trying to get him to stand and he doesn't want to. He's a little, there we go, front heavy. Okay. He needs a little counter leverage there or something, counterweight in the back. There we go. Push that down a bit. It works. It works. Okay, I have a lot of pieces left over, which kind of surprises me, but I'm pretty sure I got everything in. So we're going to move on to bag 3. Okay, for this book, we need the wings. So we're going to go ahead and just kind of pop those out. They pop out nice and easy. There we go. We have everything we need now, and oh, it's a lot of interesting pieces. And they're trying to hide on me. Oh, see what I'm talking about? He likes to lean his nails down here, kind of help him, because he wants to kind of lean backwards. I'm trying to determine exactly which one of these little pieces we need, because there's a whole lot of them. Here we go. We need this one and this one. This could be slightly technical. No, first we have to put it, because that doesn't work, into this little pen. And then we put it into there. Okay. This part looks a little bit more tedious than the other parts. The other parts were coming along really well, but this one might give us a little bit of... I'll bet you we're going to make 2 of these. But they're not saying to do it at the same time, so... Yeah, I didn't. There's probably a little something that's reversed on them. There's a lot of pieces in this bag. There's that. And I need to do 2 more of these. Right here. I think this is the framework. I'm sure for the wings to actually go on. Blue one's hiding in there. Oh, we have to put this on first. Silly me. Then that'll work. That was never going to happen. Okay, now I'm trying to make sure that I have it all. There is a lot of little things that go on the end of this. We need another little... Okay. My goodness. That was involved. Okay, now here comes the tricky part. I need this wing. So they're not exactly the same. We're going to start up here. It's a really nice... It almost feels like vinyl more than it feels like plastic. Oh my goodness. I messed up. Now it's really got to stretch to get over that one. This little piece that we made right here, there was supposed to be 2 of them. One for each end. Okay. So we're going to go back real quick. We'll make that. And then we'll pop that on here. And then we'll be able to connect this last part of the wing. Okay. Oops. That one popped off. It really stretches tight. You know, that's actually really impressive. This was a good idea. It didn't need to be fabric. It looks really amazing. So we have this on, and then they want us to put a little claw here. Oh, horn is what it is more so, but it looks like a claw here. Okay, and then it goes right here. Wow, that is a big wing for him. Oh, he's going to be a little heavy till he gets the other one on. We'll just let him rest, I think. All right, so we're going to build the other side, and obviously it's a reverse of the one we just did. So everything will be kind of built that way up. I always forget to find that little gray pin and put this in for this one. Second time I forgot. Okay. I suppose the second time is always for me. I get frustrated about that. It's just like, why in the world can I not remember that? It's my perfectionism trying to come out, I suppose. I have a bit more of a feel for how we're doing this here. There we go. Now let me see here, making sure that okay, here we go, down here. There's so many different things, but the good thing is that they're different. They're building up this one different than this one, so you can get a little less confused as you're building it up, which is nice. I'm going to remember this one this time. I can be proud of myself for that. And then we're also going to remember that we're going to make 2 of these next little parts. To go on to hold the wings. Let's see, we need another little nail there. Okay. Now we're going to see if we did it right and see if we can't fit this one on. It's like a skeleton frame for his wings. It's really cool. I'm actually very impressed. I think that's the most impressed I've been with the whole set. The wings are definitely something to admire. We really got to stretch it down there. It doesn't tweak the frame underneath or, pull too tightly at it in any way, but it is snug. Wait, we got to do this little part. Put his little horn on. Okay. Wow. He is tricky to stand up just because he has so much going on weight-wise. I'm not even quite sure how they're doing it. They have him like in the picture. He's stretched out like this, but it's not wanting to work for me there. It's a very tricky balance of getting his legs right. We're not going to fight it at the moment. He's just going to kind of flop down there. We're going to see what we have here. Maybe this will help him. I'm not sure if this is designed to potentially support him. Nope, not that one. I need one more little cheese slope. Oh, I always like to forget those, don't I? Just a little structure, probably a wall to one of the fortresses that he wants to perch up on. Okay. This actually does make sense because he is, you could get him to stand up if you sat here for a good long while and worked with him, but they've made it to where you can perch him up on this, get him to snap down, and they have his little feet kind of. Well, he still wants to tip even this whole thing. He's very, let's see here. He does want to tip it. I'm not sure if I've got him on there, right? They're bringing the wings up a little bit. Maybe that'll help. But he still wants to, unless you bring his body up. So bring his body up a little bit. And then that seems to counterbalance it. Got to get him on there just kind of right. So let's see if we put our ring wreath up there. It's going to throw it all off. Watch it throw it all off. Not too bad. Wow. He's amazing, isn't he? Well, he's a lovely gift with purchase. And I can't wait to prop him up on Voyager and see how he looks there. So I'm glad you were here for our little teaser of our big up-and-coming Lord of the Rings video. So I will see you again hopefully on that video very soon.